Hi guys, Chris here with Physiotraining and the weekly video. I am going to give you a little bit of information on a very debilitating problem, which is called the plantar fasciitis. Now, this is what your foot looks like inside your skin, and right under your foot, we have this tendinous looking band, which is a great model over here to show you, that causes lots of problems. And many of you may have this excruciating pain that runs right along the bottom of your foot, sometimes by your heel, sometimes even in the inner step, on the outer step. And it's super debilitating, but not if you know physiotraining and not if you know preventive exercises. So stay tuned. I'm gonna give you some stuff to do and get you ready to get back running, because I know it's what you like, and no more pain. Stay tuned. All right, guys. So with plantar fasciitis, there's so many things out there, and many people don't realize that it's actually a weakness on the bottom of your foot. Okay, so this little guy here, they become weak with the weight of your body. It actually collapses and it starts to tear, and it causes excruciating pain, especially in the morning when you wake up and you step on the ground. It feels like you're stepping on pebbles, and it's really not fun. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get yourself a TheraBand. You're also going to get yourself some marbles, and I'm about to show you that on the next video. And then the last thing you want to do is get yourself a ice bottle. So put a bottle, like any type of water bottle that you have, freeze it, because you're going to roll it under your feet when the pain is too much. But for the time being, gather your material. All right, so with years of experience and a lot of success with this particular issue, I can promise you that many people out there are kind of doing it incomplete, right? So one of the biggest things about the plantar fasciitis is the tearing of the fascia, as I showed you on the model. Okay, so you do not want to stretch your foot with too much force, because that will cause more tearing. So if you are going to wake up in the morning and feel that it's tight and it's sore, what the stretch you want to do is to simply pull your foot without using your hands. You're going to pull your foot and you're going to hold for 25 seconds. You will feel, by holding that position, you will feel the stretch sort of like move a little bit, and you get to feel it going down towards your Achilles tendon. Great, relax. You're going to repeat that a few times, but do not grab your hand and do the extra pull of the stretch. Okay, so the next exercise, I actually have to take out my cool boots and expose my crazy looking socks to show you what these exercises are about. Okay, so the first one you're gonna do is going to simply get some motion on the ankle, as well as getting these toes to work and crunch. So a big part of the problem with the plantar fasciitis, once the main pain has gone away, the inflammation we should say, then you need to actually start pumping and strengthening that fascia, that right under your foot right there. You want to kind of grasp it with your toes like this, and you want to kind of like make a little curl and hold it and come back up. So we're going to wrap it a little better and kind of curl, hold it back up. You want to switch the direction. You want to put a side direction, and then you want to go inwards, okay? Because that works building that arch. So we're going to do those two exercises about 3 times, 15 to 20 reps. It's a lot more tiring than you think. And then last but not least, you're going to work on what we call marble pickups. Now, if you're as old as I am, you might be familiar with marbles. Remember these? Yeah, I know. Okay, so marbles are actually pretty interesting because they work on the intrinsic musculature of your feet. So I'm gonna show you on the next video how to set it up and how to pick it up and start squeezing these muscles back here, down here, and start strengthening your plantar surface. And just before I give you the last exercise, I have to remind you, the shoes are very important. So if you do have a flare-up, you must find a shoe that has a good arch support. Don't forget that. All right. Okay, guys. So the exercise that I'm going to show you, it's called the marble pickup. What you want to do is you want to have a few of the marbles, and you want to have an area that does not allow the marbles to kind of like roll away. And what the idea is that your heel stays planted and you go and you grab the marble with your... All right, so now for the last exercise, all right, I'm gonna set it up right over here so you get to see what I'm gonna do. All right, so I showed you the marbles, right? They can be little marbles, it takes a lot more work. And you also have big marbles like this. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna do different motions, okay? So for example, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put it in front of you, keep your heel on the ground. Let me move it over here so you can see. Keep your heel on the ground and then place the marble on one side. Squeeze, see, squeeze your feet, or your foot, I should say, and then release it, stretching it out as such, and then grab it again. Squeeze it and bring it over to the other side. You're going to repeat that for the amount of marbles that you have or for a time frame or whatever. And don't be mistaken, this is actually very tiring. You want to cause that squeeze. You want to work it just like you would work any other muscle. And then you want to finish it with some, again, active stretching, not passive, okay? And then what you will do is you're going to take the bottle of water that I told you to freeze, and you're gonna roll it under your foot like this to help you with some of that. No massaging, no passive stretching. Let me know how you feel. Oh, don't forget, click on the link to buy my book.